All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, we are live in full effect with the one, the only, the independent king of the South. We got the one, the only OG Tech right here, right now, live on the line. How you doing this evening?
What's going on, man? Doing well, man. Bless.
I gotta say, man, I hope hope you're doing well out there, man. You know what I mean? I hope 2021 is treating you good, man.
Yeah, man. We just got to see how this whole pandemic thing is running. 2020 kind of slowed up just a few things, but nothing major. We still kept the ball rolling, and everything still ended perfectly. Into 2021.
I most definitely agree, man. 2020 was a shit show, man. Like, we had
Yeah.
so many losses for the hip hop community, man. Like, and I think it's starting to transition into this year. I don't know if you saw the news, but Dr. Dre is in the hospital for a brain aneurysm right now.
No, I did not see that, man.
I literally just saw it 2 minutes before we got live on the air, man. And I looked it up. TMZ's reporting it right now. I guess he's in Cedars in Los Angeles.
Dang, man. So prayers to him and his family, man. We wish him a speedy recovery. And dang, man, I hope he pulls through this, man. We losing so many great people. You know what I'm saying right now. Not only in the entertainment world, man, just people, worldwide. Because you gotta realize everybody human. Just people just have names behind the things that they have done and do. But, man, prayers to him and his family and all the people that's out there, man, that's in hospitals dealing with this pandemic also.
And also, man, I gotta take you back to the beginning of your career, man. Like, what actually made you decide to get into the music industry initially?
Oh, man, great question, man. Well, it started with Eazy-E, man. He had this song called Easy Does It. And when I saw the video, now let me tell you, I was always deep into hip hop, but when I saw Eazy-E do the video, Easy Does It, I just was like, okay, this dude came out, he says what he want to say. This is something that I want to try to pursue. My first rap, man, let me tell you, man, it was horrible. It was it was horrible, but we kept pushing, man, and this is what you get now.
And that's true, man. Like, I don't think anybody is actually satisfied with their very first song that they ever created. You know what I mean? But hey, look at you now, man. You're making hits. You know what I mean? I gotta say, man, I love your newest record, bro. I gotta say, it's phenomenal.
Hey, I appreciate it. It was a comeback song, man. I had dealt with a lot of things prior to that, man. I had two major surgeries in 2019. One, if I would have waited a couple days later, man, I probably would have died. I was dealing with getting shot probably like 5 years prior, man. That kind of, I was dealing with anxiety, PTSD and stuff, man. And, I kind of had like laid off of rap with all the stuff that I had going on personally. And I came back in 2020 after I was healing. I was healing, man, because I had the surgery in December of 2019. And I probably didn't get to 100% to probably like July, August. And it took, and I'll say this, the homie On Point hit me up for me to jump on a song with him. And I was healing then, and if you go back and listen to the song Endgame featuring Theme, and, it's On Point song featuring Theme, myself, and Snap Mode, you can hear it in my voice, but I still gave my all on it, so just to come back and be able to do Lonely Road was a great comeback song. A big shout out to Smoke Corleone. And everything that I'm speaking in there is pure facts, man. That's why I said I had a couple surgeries, and that I was talking about that, man, So, yeah, man, I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you playing it on your station, man. And it has a pretty big buzz right now, man, So big salute to everybody that's supporting it.
And also, man, when we're still on the topic of Snap Mode, man, I've also noticed that you have done extensive work with 1/3 of the Snap Mode clique by the name of On Point. I was wondering, how did yourself and On Point initially get connected, man? And of course, what is it like working with him? Because he's a phenomenal, talented artist out here on the East Coast.
Right, yeah, man. Me and On Point linked up, man. I was signed to a label, man, called Rock Solid Music. Some years back, man. That was the CEO of that was T-Rock, which was formerly part of 3-6 Mafia. And I think at the time they was kind of, trying to link up with Rock for, if I'm not mistaken, some features or something, and they kind of reached out to me, I think, to get on a song. I think the first song that we did was called Passion Over Profits. I believe that's what it was, but ever since then, me and him, we clicked. And it's been great. We got some stuff in the works now. I ain't gonna talk too much about it because we ain't really started it, but it's coming. We've done a lot of work together. He's a great artist. I've seen him grow and evolve from back then to where he's at now, and he's definitely a lyrical animal. On the microphone, man. Big salute to my brother, man. On point.
And also, man, taking you back to 2006, we're going back like an extensive amount here, but you actually released the video for your track Times Get Hard. I was wondering, man, what's the inspiration behind that song and video, man? If you can remember that far back, man, because I gotta say, I went back and watched that video, man, and it is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. A lot of times, man, us, as people, man, and as men, we go through a lot of things in life that we hold in, and a lot of people use things to cover their pain. Some people might smoke weed, some people might drink, depending on what it is that they get used, that they use to mask that pain. So at that time, man, I had a lot of stuff going on, man. I was going through, excuse me, I was going through a custody battle. Man, I was barely paying bills at the time, and things was just like, it was almost like rock bottom, Immortal, like for real. And when I wrote that, man, it was just, it was from the heart. I was really going through some serious shit at the time, man, and to come out with it and it touched a lot of people the way it did. I got people that still hit me up to this day, to be like, man, that damn Times is hard, man, got me through. So to be able to create good music like that, man, that can touch souls, and even though it was one of my testimonies that I went through, and be able to touch other people's lives, man, I think that's a great thing, a real great thing.
And also, man, you have this motto by the name of one team, one team, one mission. I was going to ask you, what's the story behind that meaning, man? Because those 4 words have such a powerful meaning.
Right. So when I was back on my previous label, man, it was a lot of controversy going on, man, and the thing that I always wanted to do, this artist had an issue with this artist. This artist don't want to fuck with this artist because of that artist, and it was a lot of shit, And my thing that I really wanted to do, and I looked at one of Pimp C's things that he said, and he said if we all come together, and I'm not going to say his word for word, but he said in the sense of if we all come together, man, we can make a lot of history and a lot of money together, instead of all this beef and back and forth, and it'd be dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? So I said, look, I'm going to start this one team, one mission, and it's not going to be, it's not a label, it's not a gang, it's not a clique, it's not a crew, it's a movement, you know what I'm saying? Meaning that if you under this umbrella, man, then we moving as one. You don't necessarily have to go put it on the back of your CD cases or nothing like that. Just hashtag it, one team, one mission. And it's been phenomenal, man. Like the T-shirts, I still got to get you your shirt, man. I just been so busy, man. But I got your shirt in the makings, and I'm gonna get that off to you, Immortal. But it has blown up. The movement is really bigger than me. And to see it, man, that we laying this foundation down, unifying this underground, and as years go and progress and my time pass and goes, I'm hoping that this is something that can carry on after me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is unifying and understand, man, that OG Tech laid this stamp down called One Team, One Mission, and everybody is rocking with it.
And also, man, I saw a post on your Facebook about a cassette tape titled Smoked Out Entertainment featuring Little Tech, which is your previous name. I was wondering, man, if you tell us a bit more about that tape. And of course, man, like, is it available on the internet to be purchased today?
All right. No, it's not. So let me rewind you back a little bit, man. So in this game for some years, man. Like, you know, everybody kind of just getting familiar with OG Tech now like I'm a new artist, and it's definitely not that. People can go through their history, man, on Lil Tech, and I've been around for a while. So back then, man, I had did a show with Goody Mob, and this guy came up to me and said, "Hey, man, you do some great music, and you know, I wanna work with you." So I've never been to a studio back then, so he was taking me to these studios, and I was seeing how you know, you go track by track when you with the beats and all this other stuff, man. And it was dope, bro, like real dope. So we started Smoked Out Entertainment. That was our first entertainment company that we did, and we put out a song called "Creep with a Nigga" and "Lay Me Down to Sleep." We used to put it in this store called Sound Aquarium back then, and let me tell you, the tapes used to jump. You know, I was shocked. I had to go and get them. And when I say tape, I hope I ain't telling my age, but we used to have to go and get those things printed up, you know, almost every other week. So we shipped them 2 songs out, man, "Creep with a Nigga" and "Lay Me Down to Sleep" out to a record company called Power Records back then. Power Records at that time, man, they had like Freak Nasty, Ghetto Mafia. They was partner with Ichiban when they had MC Breed back then. And they also had this legend, another legend that I know and I'm thankful to work with, man, is Gangsta Pat. Gangsta Pat was one of the first rappers out of M-Town to really blow up Memphis if people go back and do their history on them. And we shipped the 2 songs down there. And I was a little skeptical, man. Like, man, I don't think they're going to pick it up, man. No more than like 2 weeks later, I think it was, man, they hit us up and said, "Hey, let's put these 2 songs on Gangsta Pat album." And the rest was history, man. I went nationwide. I was getting my royalty checks. People was knowing me. I blew up in Memphis. I blew up in the South, man. And to this day, man, people are telling me, like, "Man, I used to listen to that song when I was young, and I used to get high to that song. I used to drink to that song, and yada, yada, man." But, you know, to be part of history in Memphis and in the South, and you know, to have a song that had a big impact in the South back then, man, that was great, man. Real great.
And also, man, you have your own podcast titled 24/7 Hip Hop Radio. I was wondering if you tell our listeners, man, just a bit more about that, and what actually made you decide to start up your own radio show.
So yeah, man, we got 24/7 Hip Hop Radio. My part of the show in there is called the Independent Music Movement. I used to have the Southern mix, but I didn't want to just tap in the South, so I changed it to the Independent Music Movement. What made me want to do that is it's hard for artists to get on the radio. And when I did this some years ago, man, I was like, man, you know, everybody want to get heard somewhere. But whether if it's a podcast, whether it's radio station, people want to just hear themselves get played. So when I crunk it up, man, and you know, the one team, one mission movement was always going, and man, it was beautiful, man. People started tapping in. I started doing interviews and bringing the team on and having people on, you know, just debuting their songs and all that good stuff, man. It was just something I wanted to do for the underground music, you know, because it's hard to get on these radio stations, man. They want so much, or they want you to try to pay, or all this other stuff, man. You know, it's a lot of artists that I know that's underground that it's way better than what you hear on the radio now, you know. So that was kind of like my direction with it. We still going to this day, man. I've interviewed some greats, man. I done had Young Bleed on the radio station. I done had Yuck Mouth. We done had Gunplay. We done had Blood Raw, formerly of CTE. We done had T-Rock, formerly of 36 Mafia. We done had myself, OG Tech. You know, we got DJ Immortal coming. You know, so it's a beautiful thing, man. We still rocking and doing our stuff, man, and trying to, you know, take it to another level, man. So big salute to everybody that's rocking with the independent music movement.
And honestly, man, I gotta ask you this, and I know coming from an interviewer, I get asked this a lot too, and I know sometimes it's really hard just to pinpoint one individual, man, but What is one of your favorite interviews that you ever conducted, man? Like, because I know you do a gang of interviews just like me, so you know what I mean. But if you can, try and think of like who was your favorite person that you actually welcomed on your show.
Oh man.
I know I'm putting you on the spot, man. I knew once I said it, this guy's gonna be like, "Oh, dude, why are you doing this to me?"
Um. So, all right. I don't have. I have two, and I'll tell you why I have two. I have one that was interesting, which was Gunplay. That was like my most interesting interview of all time. Great guy, smart dude, and very intelligent. You know, people would not know that, but he is very, very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my most interesting and one of my most realest interviews that I had was with Blood Rock, formerly of CT. Very down to earth cat, and the love that he has for his passion for music and his passion to touch different souls. You know, kind of just like touch me because that's how I am with my music. You know, so those are my two. I know you said one, but those are my two, and yeah, those are awesome, man. Those were two that I will always remember, man, for real.
And I'm gonna be honest, man. As an interviewer, you can't just choose one interview. So I knew there was gonna be more than one. You can't, man, because we'd be here all day. You'd be like, wait, this one, nah, man, we gotta go back to this.
Right. Right.
But no, man, I gotta say quickly before we move off the topic of your radio show, man, because I'm interested, man. I sit back and I try and tap in as much as I can. But like, what is next on the horizon, man? Like, if you can, like, I know you probably can't let too many cats out of the bags because I know how radio works. You know what I mean? If you're talking with somebody, you don't want to announce it too soon. But if you can, man, what's the ideal situation that for 24/7 hip hop radio come 2021?
To get more artists on, and not only that, you know, try to get more artist exposure as much as we can. The thing that I did back then, you know, I was just trying to get people heard, and I want them to be heard. But I think this go around is going to be a little bit more structured, a little bit more business. We're going to give away a little money, you know, to supporters and to artists. You know, so we're gonna be doing little things. I can't really tap into what we got planned up for that, but we're planning to evolve it a little bit further out, man. Get a lot of these underground artists on also and get them heard, and you know, interview them, and outside of that, you know, the next thing that I plan on doing and trying to do is take this thing from a podcast and like yourself, man, turn it into a radio station. You know, and I'm not in a rush of doing it as of yet, but eventually, you know, down the road, that's what I really want to do.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. You know what I mean? I'm going to be 100% honest, and a lot of people might take this the wrong way, man, but honestly, running a radio station is 10 times easier than doing a podcast. It actually is. It's easier for like server maintenance. You know what I mean? You don't have to start up a stream every single broadcast. You know, in a way, you click a button, but there is a lot more to it than just clicking a button. You know.
Right.
But I would say, man, it would be really good for the Memphis area, man, and like, you know, the South Coast. They don't got a lot of real hip hop stations out there, man. So hell yeah, bro.
Man, I think it'll be a beautiful thing. You know, we just got to put all the pieces together. You know, I'm gonna get with you on that, man, so you can kind of, you know, run a little game on me about it and kind of give me some pointers. So, you know, I'm definitely gonna be reaching out to you about it.
And also, man, you actually just dropped a new record on November 5th, 2020, so really not too long ago. You dropped Before the Wait. I have to ask you, man, what's the inspiration behind that project? And of course, where can our listeners buy or stream themselves a copy today?
Before the Wait is like, because it's a 3-part album. Not album, but a 3-part series. So you got Before the Wait, then you're going to have During the Wait, and then The Wait is Over. So Before the Wait, if you look down at the bottom of it, it's called Brainstorm. So I've been brainstorming for some years, especially with everything that I had going on, like how am I going to put this album together, what's going to be the outcome of it. You know, I just stopped dealing with this record company. Now I'm back. What is it that I need to give the people? I'm out here trying to listen to everybody else to see how everybody else is sounding. How can I be different than what's out there? So when I started writing and putting it together, I grabbed some nice features, some great artists to put on it. But the direction of it, I just wanted to let all my pain out. My pain that I was dealing with, the PTSD, the anxiety, the struggle. I wanted to touch a lot of people in the street, a lot of my homies that's behind them bars. I wanted to let everybody know that they wasn't alone. So I wrote it and I put it in a order of that it falls in place with everything. And we have some phenomenal artists on there. We got On Point. Down Pat is going to be on the single that we're releasing here soon with Jerry Robinson from Strange Music. We got C-Ray, that's from Brain Sick. I got Red Boss. We got Anna, man. We got Sheena Thrash. We got a whole bunch of people and producers like Tony C, Sin. We got Billion Beats. So I mean, it's a great album. When you get to During the Wait is going to be kind of the things that I was dealing with as far as, while we're quarantined. It's going to be about 6 heavy songs, like some heavy hitters. And then The Wait Is Over, you're probably going to get about 15 to 17 songs on that one. And then we're going to wrap the whole series up, and then we're going to package it all up nice and pretty, and put a bow on it, and everybody can get all 3 of them at one time.
Hey, man, it sounds like a phenomenal project and a phenomenal idea.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
And I gotta ask you, Tech, like, what is next for the legendary OG Tech, man? Like, did I miss anything during this interview? Anything else you still want to promote when we still have you here live on the Canadian airwaves?
What's next for me is to continue my path of but being great. You know what I'm saying? And continue walking and laying a foundation down and reaching back and trying to lift up great artists that have the same vision as I do, and working with people that have the same vision, keeping all negative away and keeping nothing but positivity around. This game, man, it's a crab in the bucket type game. And I played those games back when I was younger, and I don't have time for those games now. I mean, you can't really control who hate and who don't, but you can control who you keep around you. So I'm keeping number like great people like yourself, and we got Diggy A2, we got Samantha Lavelle, we got my homeboy Reginelli, former Gambino family, and stuff like that, man. It's great to move as a force. So that's my whole plan, man, and spread this one team, one mission love out to everybody that I can get it to. Anybody that's looking for me, majority of my stuff is at OG Tech the Don. That's Instagram at OG Tech the Don. On what's it called? Facebook at OG Tech the Don. On Twitter, I'm easy to get along with. Hit me up. I don't mind networking. Just be about your business when you approach me, though. And I know because I see you talk about it all the time. How people inbox you about stuff, man. Like they just don't have the game or the business. They don't even come correct. Just come correct. I'm a boss. I'm a king and a boss. So if you want to pull yourself up to my table, just make sure you got your shit together. Don't come up here trying to half step. Don't come up to me with no handouts. Don't come up to me with the bullshit. We all out here on the same grind. We all taking away from our time with our family to do certain things. So, every second counts. So just approach with your business correct, and I think everything will be beautiful.
Hey, and you know what, man? I have a little smirk on my face over here, man, because honestly, you couldn't have said it any better, man. But sometimes people like to take me as a little bit of a joke, thinking I don't know shit because I'm a cracker and I have glasses. You know what I mean? But I've been in this music industry long enough to know when someone's about to sidestep me, man. So I ain't stupid either, man. So I hear you, man. You're gonna approach Tech. Make sure you come with your business.
That's right, 1,000. That's anybody that's not even just me. That's anybody that's rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? That's even like anybody that's on my team that's trying to holler at DJ Immortal. Because my name is on that. You know what I'm saying? So when you approach him, make sure you approach with your business together. Don't approach him and then he sees that you rock with me, and then you come in with some bullshit business because my face is on there because he fuck with me. So just make sure anything that you do or with anybody, just have your shit together, your ducks in a row. You know what I'm saying? It'll get you so much further when your business is correct and you handling it that way. You know, so.
I most definitely agree, man. You know, spit that spit.
Yeah, yeah.
But I gotta say, Tech, man, it was an honor to have you on the platform, man. I gotta say, bro, we already know we most definitely we'll be talking soon. We always do. But for now, man, have yourself a wonderful night, man, and most definitely stay safe out there in the States.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for having me on, man. Big salute to Outlaw Radio and DJ Immortal, man.
Hey, man, you already know. Salute right back at you, family. We most definitely shall talk soon, brother. Have yourself a wonderful night.
All right, man.